But I'm always puzzled, as many of the competitors believe their business idea is scalable and will easily warrant investment. It's not too difficult to come up with an idea, but is it a great idea? So what constitutes a viable idea? How can you develop a good idea into a great idea? So I would suggest passing it through the filter of 3 tests. The grandma test, the grandmother test. Are you able to easily share your idea with, say, your grandma, who doesn't know the buzzwords, doesn't know the language, but she's able to understand the simplicity of it? Your business may solve a complicated problem, but you should be able to explain it in simple terms so that anyone can understand it. When you typically hear someone pitch their idea, it's often full of buzzwords that really make sense. So this grandma test, the idea is, when you think about your new business idea, ask yourself, can it pass the grandma test? In other words, would your grandma understand what you do? If your idea is easy to understand, chances are it's more likely to succeed with prospective customers or investors. The second test is the viability test. Does your idea offer real solutions to real world problems, and will people be willing to pay for it? When you're first considering a new business idea, skip the formal business plan and start with a 1-page business model canvas. At a minimum, you'll want to cover the following. Okay, so you're thinking about, how can I get my idea across? Before you go the whole hog and write a 50-page business plan, let's do a 1-pager. The first thing you can do is, why are you doing this? What's your mission? All new businesses need a sense of purpose. Are you trying to improve people's lives in some way? What are the core differentiators of your business that set you apart from the next person trying to build a similar business? What problem are you solving? You need to be solving some sort of real problem that exists in the world. If you aren't solving a problem for potential customers, then how will you get people to buy your product or service? Then who are you solving the problem for? And it's as important as having a problem to solve is having customers that have this problem. Knowing why and who your ideal customer is how you can find them, is critical to starting a successful business. And how are your potential customers solving the problem right now? This is where you want to write down a few notes about your competition. And it's naive to think, Bafika, that there's no competition. There's always competition of some sort. What choices do your customers have today? How is your solution better? And the third test is the talk test. Have you tested your idea with both a friend and a stranger? And it's quite important to get that right, because a friend may not always tell you the truth, but a stranger should. Have you been willing to engage with those who think your idea soars and those who think it sucks? Shockingly, talking to potential customers about your new business idea is the step that most entrepreneurs overlook. Not talking to your potential customers raises your chances of failure substantially. So get out that door and start talking to people as soon as you can. When you interview your potential customers, you're trying to validate your idea and your key assumptions that you've documented in your business pitch. Do they actually have the problem you assume they have? That's an interesting one. How do they solve their problem today? What do they think of your idea? Now, as you bounce your ideas off friends and family, it's easy to end up only hearing positive feedback. Even potential customers might not want to hurt your feelings and not give you their complete, honest opinion. It's one of the reasons why pitch and polish is great, because it gives honest feedback. This is where finding a few naysayers, that's an old saying, isn't it, is important. Find people who don't like your idea and get them to poke holes in it. Why do they think it's going to fail? What do they see as the weak points? By hearing comments on your product that come from a broad range, you're more likely to bring out your first product and service with greater success.